Hogan, Savage back in front of her. Savage Talk Live, Fastlane prediction show. I hope everyone is okay. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You see, I'm a bit hype. I'm hyped up. I'm ready. I'm ready. Fastlane is upon us. The pay-per-view's got a stupid name. Sometimes it's a little bit needless, but this pay-per-view actually has some really, really good matches. Happy to see you all here. Morris, stop making me laugh. You can't stop. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Morris, head of the table Reign. Shout out to Ashton. Yeah, shout out to Brother Nero. RNS Trons. Yeah, come on. Shout out to Kevin. Yeah, CJ Gamer. You know, damn CJ. All you had to do was follow the train. Shout out to Brother Nero in the place. Shout out to Nima, my story king. Yeah, we're here. Big facts. Hope everyone's doing well. As you can see, it's a prediction show. That is pretty much all we're going to go over today. Might cover a little bit of what happened in the next thing. Not really fast. This is a prediction show. So we're going to be here. We're going to get into it. You guys are going to have your say. We're going to run it bit by bit, match by match, so we can answer. So I can answer everyone's questions and leave no one unanswered. Shout out to Ashton. He says he's on the Thunderdome for Fastlane. If that is true, Ashton, I want to see a Demon Team banner. Oh, you need to have a card that says Pro Wrestling Savage on it and hashtag Demon Team on the screen. If we don't see it, you wasn't there. Yeah? Shout out to everyone in the chat. All right, we're going to get straight into it because there's not much talk. But you know, like that, straight into the matches and that. We'll cover it bit by bit. I don't know what matches are in order, but I'm going to go in the order I think it will be. Some very, very interesting matches. We're going to cover the first one, what I don't care about as much first, you know, like that. So, first match on the show. We have WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler take on Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. It feels like I've watched this match over and over and over again. I'm not making this. I don't know why. I don't know why they keep fighting. I don't know if WWE realizes that none of us care, but this match is going down. What do you guys think? What is everyone's prediction on this match? You know, like that. Shout out to Jeff Samuels in the chat. Ashton says it's on SmackDown as well, okay. Everyone's saying RNS Tron says prediction Shayna and Nia retain. Ashton, Shayna and Nia retain, okay. Nia will retain. Okay, Nima, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Shout out to Ashton, said he's wearing the merch on there. Okay, bro. You know, like that on the screen. Like, you got to point out where you are. We're going to have to find out where you are. But, yeah, man, I'm very excited for the pay-per-view. Don't know if I'm too excited for the match in particular. But personally, in this match, well, Brother Nero covers it here, to be honest. In the same way, right? You know, this is probably the first time as well that, like, I actually want Shayna and Nia to win, but it's not for the reasons that I usually want someone to win a match. I just don't want Bianca and Shayna and Sasha to win it because we're just going to get the same repetitive thing what we had with Bayley and Sasha. Now, shout out to Bayley and Sasha. They ran WWE for a good year in the pandemic, so I'm not mad at them. Morris says he don't care who wins, but it would be interesting to put the belts on Sasha and Bianca. I don't think it would. I don't think it would. What it does is it takes away from all the other women wrestlers, because then we've got both. There's only two sets of women championships. You've got apart from on Raw, obviously, we've got SmackDown Women's Championship and we've got the Women's Tag Team Championship. So Bianca's fighting Sasha, so that's the WrestleMania main event, and then Bianca and Sasha will be in another main event for the titles. So all these other women don't get a chance. Personally, what I think should happen, and what I'm happy to happen, is Nia and Shayna retain the belt. I think it's going to be down to Reginald, the reason why they keep the belts on them. And Bianca's going to snap. I think Bianca's going to snap on Sasha and have enough, because we've seen week after week that every time Reginald gets involved, ruins the match. The last time we've seen is Bianca said to Sasha, like, you're killing me now. You're killing it. You keep bringing him to ringside with you, and he's ruining stuff, or he's following you around and he's ruining stuff. So I think we get to boiling point, because at the moment we've not seen them lay hands on each other. They've not had a fight. Little bit like of attitude, you know what I mean? But it's been competitive at the moment. But I do think that at this one, Reginald's going to get involved. he's going to help Nia pick up the victory. She's going to get the pin by distracting Sasha or something like that. And then I do think we will just continue from there. And the build-up after this Fastlane will be the first SmackDown after Fastlane. We'll see Nia and Sasha. Well, I mean, Sasha and Bianca kicking the hell out of each other on the following SmackDown, I reckon. And then we'll build up to that. And that's how it should go. Reason being, because I will be happy because I don't care about these titles as much, but I'd be happy for Mandy Rose and Dana Brooks to take these titles off Nia and Shayna at WrestleMania. Probably on a kickoff show. I'm not that invested, but they can change my mind if we have proper performances. Ashley says, not gonna lie, I might get banned if I put the banner up because advertising another company. Not really. We're not a company. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I don't want to do anything to ruin your thing. So if you're gonna wear the t-shirt, safe. But I don't think it will ruin anything, to be honest. They could do Cena versus Michael. I don't ever want to see it, to be honest, bro. Never want to see it. I feel like Sasha vs Bianca WrestleMania is getting worse because they're constantly challenging for the women's title. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. They need to take them out of the tag team picture. They're not needed in there at all. You know what I mean? So, and what it does is because they've got the tag team, the women's tag team titles, Nia and Shayna, and they're appearing on every brand. It feels like we're seeing them too much. I see them on Raw, I see them on NXT, I see them on SmackDown, and no one cares enough. So, you know what I mean? Jeff says Sasha and Bianca Belair will win, but Shayna leaves Nia. Savage will who face Sasha and Belair. Riot Squad will be good for. I mean, it's 50-50, isn't it? We don't know what's going to happen, but if that does happen, I don't care. I want it to be Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose because I'm just looking at who I see putting the work in. I see Mandy Rose killing it for a year. Dana Brooke, if she's not going to win this tag team titles in the next couple of months, might as well leave the company. She doesn't get any title shots. If you anyone seen them on Raw Talk, they've never had any title shots. No title shots, no tag team title shots. Like, you know what I mean? How many times have I seen Natalya get a title shot? And Bailey, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the women deserve it, but yeah. Sasha is losing her boss energy. Yeah, true. Guys, let's keep it on this match for the moment so I can get to everyone's questions. I don't want to miss people's questions. Genuine nervous that Nia beat Sasha tonight, so we can Nia originally into Bianca over there. Yeah, I don't think so. I hope not, but I really don't think so. So I'm late. Shout out to Claire. We haven't got onto that match yet, Claire. So you safe. We ain't got there yet. They'll have a good week, yeah, man. The Fiend coming back, man. I'm thinking since I've heard of Fastlane, Fiend definitely coming back. A lot of people think the Fiend's coming back. Shout out to Love for Basketball. I'm good, brother. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well. The Fiend will return at Fastlane, says Martel Thomas. Everyone thinks he's coming back. Fiend will burn Alexa Bliss and the lights go out, and all you will see is flames, and then the lights turn back on, and the Fiend, Sister Abigail's Randy Orton. Can't see any more fire. Can't see any more fire involved in this match. We're going to get on to the next one. Another one that it can be interesting, but I don't care about it so much. We all predicted this on this show for about 4 or 5 weeks in a row that we would get Shane versus Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. But since it's so long to WrestleMania and they're having a match at Fastlane, I'm thinking that whatever happens, the outcome of I don't know, actually. I actually don't know. I feel like there's 2 ways this match goes. And I'm going to go for the one what I actually think is going to happen, and then one what would make sense. So I think that Shane is going to win this match. He's been spending the last 2 weeks trying to make Braun look stupid. I can see that Braun destroys Shane in this match, but he does something what costs him the match, and Shane continues to call him stupid and make out that he's got no common sense and stuff like that. And I think that will culminate in more weeks of that Nickelodeon deathmatch stuff what we've seen. And then WrestleMania will get Braun versus Shane. But what it will probably be is, I don't know, like a cage match or something. I can see like Shane running off from this match. And then once Shane runs off and Braun chases him, Shane does a lap, runs back into the ring, gets in before the count finishes. He wins by count out, even though he got battered. But I can't lie, I don't really care too much. Shane always puts on great matches, especially at WrestleMania. I think he's great. I'm always interested in. But I can see like a cage match, a Hell in a Cell, Falls Count Anywhere match, something like that at WrestleMania coming up. So I don't know. Hopefully Nicholas returns and gives Shane a low blow. That will be a surprise because I wouldn't be expecting that. Shout out to Jacob, part of the Demon Team. Oh, that's a gang name, that is, bro. Yeah, mate, gang business. My prediction is Braun Strowman, says RNS Trons. Okay. I mean, yeah, I said that Shane would win, but realistically, Braun should win. Shane has a record of just losing at pay-per-views. He just loses all the time. He hardly ever wins. So Shane McMahon will win by disqualification. Yeah, I can see that happening. I think it's going to be a count out, but I do. That's more likely to happen. I honestly don't care about this match. As Nima, yeah, most people don't, bro. I don't really either. It's a filler. This player, you might as well. I would have rather put a male tag team match on. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Martel Thomas thinks the same. He's drumming wrong. He's a monster, not a loser. Yeah, RNS, you're right. And what's happening now is they do this to Braun. Once they try to build him up again, we won't care, because at this current moment, everyone can vouch for me in the chat. I've spoke about this the last couple of pay-per-views when Braun was coming back, and I was telling everyone how great he looks, how in shape he is, and I thought he was going to come back and win the Royal Rumble. Maybe he was, you know what I mean? He come back and was used not at all, and they're making him like an idiot. Now WWE, it's kind of like what they did with the Big Show in the end. Difference with the Big Show is he had like a 20-year plus career. So in the end, it didn't matter. He was solidified. He was already legendary. So it's all believable coming back with a knockout punch. You know what I mean? But Braun, he went from the monster to, you know, and I'm not feeling the Nickelodeon deathmatch thing, honestly. For WrestleMania, no holds barred. Yeah, like I said the exact same thing, bro. Morris Nickelodeon edition, I don't want. It is pointless. The slime was stupid the other day. Braun does deserve better, I agree. He actually puts in a lot of work for the WWE. I'd rather Shane wins with the big geezer from Raw Underground Hope. Oh, you're on about Dabba-Kato? Yeah. Dabba-Kato again. Eric Travis says, shout out to you, Eric. It would be better like that to see Dabba-Kato fight, but I just can't see. I can see somebody helping Shane. That could be a thing, but I still think a counter. But I don't want to spend too much time on this match. No one really cares. Has removed in the show today. Yeah, I mean the problem when we're doing these prediction shows on a Thursday is once SmackDown comes on, new things can happen. You know what I mean? I'm guessing that they might add a tag team match, probably the SmackDown tag team, and maybe on a kickoff show. But I would just leave it alone. You know what I mean? It's very, apart from the Raw tag team championships, no one cares about the SmackDown tag team championships at the moment. No one cares about the women's tag team championships. It's very sad. Shout out to Randy Sam. Shout out to you, bro. Afternoon Savage. Hey, on this day, you know, like that. Shout out to Walter, bro. Ring General. You know, like that. Shout out to Walter, bro. NXT special. Braun attacking Shane outside the ring. The work get counted on and since a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah, see, everyone's going with what I said with the Falls Count Anywhere kind of thing. I just feel like Shane's going to win because if both of them get counted out, Shane calling Braun stupid makes no sense because they've both been counted out. So it needs, however the finish is, it needs Braun to look even more stupid. So let's see Naomi team up with a glow stick. Shout out to you, bro. Like Braun needs repackaged. Yeah, I mean, the look he's got now and the way he is was a repackaging kind of, but it didn't work because they've just thrown him into nothing. They should have just put him. I don't know. It's honestly, I don't think. I was just about to say this, Martel. I don't think this is ever going to happen. Braun is like super team WWE, and I know if you remember, everyone's seen the tweets what Braun sent. You know, when there was that Wednesday when everyone got sacked, and Braun was like basically saying, "Don't be begging for money. Work harder and stuff," and all the wrestling community went at him. Loads of people from AEW had to go at him, so I can't see that happening. As I said, I'm excited for the New Day versus AJ, and I am so excited for that match, bro. I actually don't even care about the outcome right now. I'm just excited to see Omos in the ring, you know, like that, bro. You get me? The dynamic between him and AJ, the big and small, even though AJ's not a small guy, but compared to Omos, everyone is. It's great, and I can't wait. At some point in the match, he's gonna pick Kofi up, and I can just imagine how high up Kofi's gonna be. What's the matter with Shane? This guy is, yeah, I don't know, bro. Who holds the SmackDown Tag Team titles? Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. You see what I mean? The fact that you had to ask shows everything. They missed the chance with Braun, ruined him by not putting the title of Lesnar. Yeah, true. Yeah, I was waiting. I think this match will be made tomorrow. But the only problem is what about Cesaro? Because I was happy. I know I 100% think that Cesaro will be in the match at WrestleMania. So I don't want anyone panicking. I can't see it not happening. It's definitely going to happen. Nakamura and Seth, the way Nakamura looked at Seth last week, mate, I don't know, you know. I don't know. It's just that entering a feud with Seth while Cesaro is in a feud with Seth and Cesaro and Nakamura are still friends. It's all weird. It's all very weird. And there's no title involved. I don't know where to go with it. Usos will be SmackDown. Oh, definitely, bro. Definitely. What's wrong with Shane? The guy's obsessed getting beat up by wrestlers. Yeah, man. Shane's a great wrestler, man. Considering he's not a wrestler, he's pretty damn good. Shout out to Claire, you know, like that. Seth Rollins and Murphy versus Cesaro and Nakamura. Please, no. Not at WrestleMania. I would rather this match be at Fastlane. This match, what you've just said, I never want to see that at WrestleMania. What a pointless match. You know what I mean? The show's too, no. Not when there's all these titles on the line and you're going to put this, no. But at Fastlane, put on the kickoff show, even though I don't want Cesaro to be on there and Seth. Yeah, like Alexa and Braun. WWE is killing all my love for Sasha Banks. I don't know if it's WWE doing it. I'm being deadly honest. I think everything what Sasha Banks doing is her doing it. She has creative reign. Can't wait for Randy versus Bliss from the intergender match. We're going to get over to that, Stevie. We ain't covered that match here, but I don't think it's going to go how everyone thinks. Zach and Moore save the wrestling. Yeah, exactly what I said, bro. Was that repackage? He just looks like a guy who drives and picks up trucks to go fishing on the weekend over at Gardner. No, what I meant from the repackage is obviously that it's the repackaging started when he was fighting against the Fiend. The Fiend changed his people. He came back, shaved off his head. He left WWE for a bit. He got really lean. He's still a big guy, got lean. But yeah, then he came back and then Roman kicked his ass. Well, Roman kicked his ass and then he went away. So it's, I don't know. Here's Roman versus Edge versus Bryan and Jimmy J at WrestleMania. What kind of match is this, bro? The Fatal 5-Way? Never want to see that, bro. So the Bliss and RKO. Listen about this thing. Yeah, then this is what I was going to go over to, and I will get onto it when we cover that, but it is going to be a cinematic match, for sure. Tag team match out of nowhere, no build up. So it is out of nowhere, but I will say that if it's going to be a match out of nowhere, I would rather it be AJ Styles in it, because this guy is one of the best wrestlers to ever do it. Like he can change your mind on anything. If you put him in a tag team match, put him in any random match, it always works. So did you watch the match between? Yeah, I did watch it. I did. Loads of blood in that match. Loads of blood. Baron Nakamura, Mania, still the show. Randy Sam, yeah, he would steal the show, to be honest. They need to get Murphy on the mic though, and I don't really like his voice on the mic, but they need to get him on there because Murphy with no build up to that match is pointless. I know that's kind of funny. Don't get me wrong, this and that's concept, but it didn't a little too much. I mean, Zen, I'm going to say one thing here. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I think you're 100% right, but they're in a pandemic. You know what I mean? I think it will stop when the fans come back, because when you can't do a cinematic match really too much when the fans are there, can you? Because they're going to be watching on the screen. You know what I mean? When the fans were there, we only had the final deletion with Bray and Matt Hardy, but it's making fun of this from the corner, the music and the rehearsal for. Oh man, Elite, I don't like leak stuff, bro. Nothing against you, bro, but I don't like it, man. I like to be surprised by stuff, and I don't like leak things. Paul Bailey, look at you. Oh no. I told you, bro, she's gonna be in some Mae Young Classic, bro. Some Mae Young Battle Royal. So, yeah, 100%. Triple threat Roman. Yeah, we're gonna get onto that. Guys, keep on whatever match we're on, so I can answer everyone's questions. Me and you versus Roman and Edge in the main event. Jay, who will win? Savage. We'll win, bro. Come on, Walter. You know like that. You know what I mean? I'll just pretend to be Roman's friend and give him a low blow, quick times. Back on Twitter. Yeah, I love Seth on Twitter. Jimmy and Jay then. Yeah. Hey, DJ, what you saying? Shout out to Brocky Kaiser. Murphy is from Australia, so it's not his fault. So are the Iconics. I don't mind listening to the Iconics on the mic. It is his way. It is his fault for the way he speaks. It's not about. I don't have a problem with his accent. Like a lot of my favorite YouTubers are Australian, and I have no problem with the accent. It's how he speaks on the mic. It's not his accent. Some people seem uncomfortable. I don't know the way Ricochet speaks on the mic either. Can't listen to that mainly this year with fans being back. No, I don't think they will, bro. I think this is why they're going to get out of the way. But we're going to get to that now. So we're going to go on to the next match, guys. Otherwise, we'll be talking on the same matches over and over again. I'm not doing it in order of whatever, but I'm doing it in the importance and how excited I am for these matches. So next match, I'm pretty excited for this one, especially with the rebranding of the big man, the Nigerian soldier. You know, like that versus Big E. This match could be dope. It really, really could be dope. Give me your predictions right now, guys. Add a little bit more context to it. Don't just say Big E's going to win or Apollo's going to win. You know what I mean? You're getting a chance here to speak as wrestling fans and get your comment on the screen. Come with some information, man. Come with a bit of detail of why you think the thing's going to happen, bro. I want to know everyone's thoughts on it. But yeah, like I said, I am excited for the match. Yeah. Let's see what everyone's saying. Thoughts on Eric Bischoff joining the Hall of Fame? He deserves it, and the coolest competition Vince has ever had. Yeah, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for sure, 100%. What was I trying to say? I think his Matthew's accent isn't a problem. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Nothing to do with his actual accent. I loved Peyton Royce and Billy Kay on the mic. They're both Australian, and their accent is way stronger than his. Bro, I followed Seth on Twitter 2 months ago. He didn't post anything. He posted a vid a few days ago on Twitter. Bro, he replies to everything. Yeah, man. I'm going to give you this bit of advice. Do not try and troll Seth on Twitter. He will block you instantly, bro. Don't try and troll him. Don't try and troll CM Punk. Because CM Punk will destroy you and then block you. That's a fact. I think Shane will win somehow Sunday. Oh, yeah, he wasn't here for that then. We covered that just. I said I think Shane will win as well. Maybe by count out. Savage here. Yeah, I will be shocked if they do a fatal 4-way at Mania for the belt. Can't see it. We're going to get into that match anyway, so you'll hear my thoughts on it, but can't see it happening. And I think Jay and Roman together are perfect. At some point, when Jimmy comes back, I hope Jimmy joins and acknowledges Roman, and they get to be a tag team alongside Roman, because that could be dope. I'd like to see all the Samoans with the belt. Big E versus Apollo feels like a main event feud. I agree with that Elite Squad. I think Apollo's going to interfere with Goons are going to interfere with the match. Yeah, man. Them Wakandans don't speak though, do they? Yeah, I mean, it'd be fun to see what happens. Big E wins by disqualification and Apollo wins at Mania. That's a big shot, bro. That's a big shot, and I could see it happening. Apollo should win. If he doesn't, his heel turn was pointless. Don't agree, Nima. He turned heel 3 weeks ago. Do you want to just turn heel and win the title straight away? What about Big E, man? You know what I mean? Let him have a bit of a run. You know what I mean? Some proper matches, some pay-per-view matches. Either Apollo loses credibility or Big E goes back down the card. I'm thinking non-finished and blow off at Mania. Apollo doesn't lose credibility if he doesn't lose clean. So if he loses because he went over the top with hitting Big E with a stare or something, or he loses due to some kind of interference, then he doesn't lose credibility like that. That's what heels do. That's the whole thing with heels. But if he gets beat clean in just a regular normal match, then yeah, all that talking is pointless. And if Big E loses his title now, he might as well just go back and join it with a New Day and just, you know what I mean, fight Amos. Feud is dope. I'm excited for this match, Big E. Yeah, I'm excited too, Randy. When is the last time we had Two black dudes with a lot of potential on the pay-per-view for a title. I love it. Yeah, man. Everyone knows on this channel, man. You know what I'm saying, bro. I'm for the people, bro. I don't really care what color people are, but it's clear to see that this year they've gone all in, and they've gone all in. I was looking at it earlier. We had obviously the Hurt Business had all the titles at some point. You know what I mean? Well, you got WWE Championship now. Bobby Lashley had the US title. Shawn and Cedric both had the tag team title. New Day's got the titles. You know what I mean? So I can, you know, Sasha's got the women's title. Never happened before. So I'm not making this a race thing, but this has never happened before that this many black people have a title at the same time. It's never happened. No one can name me another time. It's actually crazy. But the beautiful thing is they all deserve it. It's not a. I mean, I can't speak from WWE's point of view of why they've all got the title, but from a fan point of view, all seems real to us, and they all deserve it. Every single one of them who has a title deserves a title they've got. So Apollo not winning just yet, but if Big E loses, does that mean he's going after the Universal title though? It could be, man. They need a proper build up, man. I like the stuff what Paul Heyman does on Talking Smack, but I don't want to see. It works with Bobby Lashley losing the US title and going straight for the WWE Championship. But if they do the same thing with the Universal, it just looks a bit repetitive and predictable. Cruz winning it by poking Big E's eye. Big E Apollo's crew far outside the ring. His Nigerian soldiers will stand in front of Apollo. Big E pushes Cruz into them. Apollo gets hit with a stick, maybe. So turn heel. And Sami Zayn will have to turn heel and beat you you're gonna beat me. Nah, bro, that's disrespectful, bro. How you gonna come on? You're gonna be part of the Demon Team and turn on me, bro? Nah, Matt, bro. If we listen, you're gonna have to catch me first. It ends in a DQ. Okay. I think it will. Very, very angry and would do anything he could. Yeah, man, I do like this Apollo. I think he might just snap and use the stairs again. Imagine being Ricochet all the time in the world and sees titles kind of. Yeah, man, we spoke on Ricochet. I can't talk about him again. We had a whole episode on him on Tuesday. Shout out to Jacob. Yeah, I mean, shout out to you, bro. We appreciate it. But you see that dog filter? Just drop it, rude boy. You know, like that. That ain't savage. Savage, do you agree with what Eric said about Goldberg wrestling? From what I think it's obvious. Did Eric say that? I haven't got to Eric's question yet if he has said it. But oh, okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, of course he's wrestling for money. I ain't got a problem with that, bro. He's got to feed his kids and that, you know what I mean? He's got a wife to look after. I haven't got a problem with him fighting for money. I got a problem with WWE Creative only putting him in title matches. If he was fighting for the love of it, then he'd be there every week. Just like Brock was fighting for the money, he wasn't fighting for the love of it. You can always tell when Brock's interested because he'll be there every week. It does feel prestigious, I agree. Maybe Apollo soldiers will help him win. Yeah. So is how will Cruz entrance be in Mania? This is like coming to America. I hope it's more serious, man. That's dope though, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm very excited to see the entrances, Bobby Lashley's entrance, Apollo's entrance, Bianca Belair's entrance. You know what I mean? I'm very excited to see this, and I can't wait to see. I don't know. So much exciting stuff. Brother Nero agrees, man. Don't come to so trying to get involved, you know, like that, bro. And get this man a shield. You know, like that, bro. You know that, bro. Big E wins, but Cruz is gonna tap Big E. Yeah, that's likely to happen. He's gonna do it, but I don't know. Is everyone sleeping on Sami Zayn, bro? Because this geezer's just there, bro. I'm thinking that Sami Zayn's gonna get involved and we're gonna get a triple threat match. I mean, actually, no, because I'm still thinking about another match. What's gonna be a triple threat match? But Sami Zayn might turn up with his documentary crew, bro. Just read that one, bro. It does SmackDown main event Ziggler's champion Mysterio. It does, man. 2011 was a good time, bro. Roman Reigns will not see each other. Shout out to UG does, but I don't want to see Apollo joining. One geezer running this chief thing, Nigerian chief kind of thing, and then the tribal chief doesn't make sense. If anything, they wouldn't agree with each other. So Cruz can run the referee, kind of Big E, run after him. I feel what you're saying, Jeff, but I just said the exact same thing about the Shane and Braun match, so I can't see him doing it twice. You're on Apollo for the win. Cruz, it's mad again and beats him. Yeah, I think this time when Cruz tries to beat him up with the stairs, he's gonna fail. But I think some people can have Big E's likely to come after him on SmackDown. and that's what we'll see what happened there. Can't be having that brother Nero members of the Savage Shield. Best believe that. You know, like that, bro. Walter, you messed with the wrong man, then, bro. Don't try and turn on me. African John kind of thing. Yeah, he does. I used to like Apollo's theme, but I don't like it anyway anymore. So, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens face off too. So ladder match at Mania for the IC belt. Yeah, guys, remember I said this a couple of weeks ago that we could get like a 6-man. We haven't had it since WrestleMania 31, and I love that. So, Mania say NG Apollo. Yep. Biggie gonna try Samantha Cater against Sami's amazing man. Run with the character. Yeah, I love Sami Zayn, bro. Whole gimmick is yep, exactly. So that's my reason. His merch says Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, they are both doing the family thing. That's why I don't think they will join. Definitely sleeping on Sami Zayn looks like Braun. God. Reason why Andrade never got a big push is because of the fans. He was having bangers with Seth, Ray, AJ, and Jeff brought to the US champion, but the fans never really reacted to him in the fan reaction. Yeah, at least this is the thing that I agree with you, bro. A lot of times, and I'm not talking about the Demon team because I love you guys, but a lot of times I hear this thing where we've got this new era of wrestling fans where they hate someone or they're not invested in the person. And as soon as a couple of other fans say, give Apollo a push, or give Andrade a push, they're like, yeah, you never give him a chance. The fans, it's all about the fan. I'm telling you guys, it's just like with the Cesaro section. That was a while ago. It stopped. I can 100% be honest with myself. He wasn't at the forefront of my mind for main event stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? The last time I was really invested in Cesaro was when he was a part of the bar. Thought he was great. But yeah, they kept messing up with him. But fans have to get behind people. It's a little bit hard now because of the pandemic, obviously. Yeah, this could be a dog ladder match, to be fair. G-Dog, do you watch Marvel? Yeah, I'm a massive Marvel fan, bro. You don't even want to see my house, man. Any theme Fastlane made that agreed theme growing change. Yeah. I think, to be honest, Jeff, the reason why I'm sick of his theme is because of WWE 2K. It's always the first theme that comes on. I don't know why, bro. So we just is the one and only MVP here. Much love from Poland. I shout out to you from Poland, you know, like that. Yeah? No, yeah, Cracovia and that. You know them way there, bro. Lewandowski and them, yeah? Shout out to you, Claire. Being with my DQ, Titus will serve Apollo a fresh got a steak. Know what I mean? Lau, you was disrespectful to Titus last week as well, man. Just leave the man alone, bro. You know, like that. What do you think about the Fastlane match card this Sunday from match to match? We're going through that now, bro. That's exactly what we're doing, bro. We're going to move on to the next match very soon. On serious note, why is Sami Zayn new homeless look? He actually likes it. This isn't a wrestling thing. He just likes it. I don't like Baron Corbin, but he's doing good. He's doing work. I see Baron turning face. I can't imagine face Baron, you know. Of course it can happen. I just can't imagine it. I don't think I've ever seen him face properly. Even in NXT with the long hair now. Mauro P. Cesaro and Kill. Yeah, they've had some of the best. I remember watching their match before they came to WWE when it was Kevin Steen. Some of the best matches I've ever seen, bro. And their NXT match is great. Andrade was underrated and wasted. Underrated by the company, not by the fans. I don't know anyone who thought he was not great. To me, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. So, for his help. Yeah, man, you know the vibes. We're gonna get onto that. Ricochet needs a channel for the US title. Ricochet needs to be on NXT fighting Escobar and them, man, for the title. That's what he needs to be doing. He needs to do what. I can't get behind these geezers all the time because they're all adults. They're all grown men. You know what I mean? Take it into your own hand. If you threaten to leave, bro, they're gonna have something for you, bro. If I were him, I'd do exactly what Finn done and take it into my own hands. Go to NXT. I watched This Armor 2019 after the bar. No fans reacted or cared about based off wrestling WWE. That's not aimed at me because I'm just saying that I supported him as when he was part of the bar. I was a massive I love the bar, but you were right. This is my point. You're 100% right because I've been saying this for weeks, and everyone's like, "Oh, Cesaro section." I'm like, if you guys were part of the Demon team back then, you wouldn't have been talking about no Cesaro section. Believe me. You know what I mean? Even I went to Inside the Ropes event, and Paul Heyman was there, and they asked him about Cesaro, and he said the exact same thing I said. It's just the fans. He said he's got everything about him, but there's no connection between him and the fans. He said he tried to help him loads of times. So if you want to appeal on attraction like Braun and people with personality in the ring, yeah, 100% agree, bro. Corbin just doesn't seem like a babyface. I can't see him ever doing the babyface. He can, obviously, at some point he might, but Andrade should go AEW. Don't even think AEW works for Andrade. WWE is the right place for him. They just need to use him properly. Why bring back the Fiend? Fiend isn't back. Savage should do a stream on Keith Lee and Aleister Black and Andrade. Can do that, bro. I'll have a look. I've got to go because I'm picking my options. Tweet that. Yes, I will see you. Shout out to you, Ashton, bro. Yeah, man. Thunderdome, bro. When I see that T-shirt, like that. Aleister Black, where is he? Aleister Black's off. Let's move on to the next match, guys. We're on 40 minutes and we've covered, what, 2 matches? Let's speed this up a bit. I've covered 3 matches, I think. We're going to go on to the next singles match. This match, I'm actually invested in. The only problem is it feels too predictable. It feels way too predictable. And I feel like WWE, I don't know. Shout out to Gaming with Ma. Hope you're well. Corbin is not building babyface, just like Roman wasn't built to be a babyface. The only difference is Roman just managed to pull it off in 2019. Yeah, 100% agree, Morris. Yeah, McIntyre versus Sheamus. Love for basketball is actually put it in the way that it's probably easiest to put it. And it's a shame. Shout out to Lord of Darkness. Savage, I consider myself part of the Cesaro system because I knew he was special in 2014. You can consider yourself part of the Cesaro section, but have you been behind Cesaro, rooting for him since 2014 for 7 years? I don't think everyone has. I think everyone's had drop-off points. Like, if somebody tried to question my support for Roman Reigns, it wouldn't work because I've got videos. You can go back. You can see I've always supported Roman Reigns. I've always supported the Usos. You know what I mean? Always supported Alexa Bliss. Always supported Charlotte. Like, my stuff doesn't change, bro, because I'm supporting the people that I think, you know what I mean? It's never changed. Yes, there has people who enter, new people. Samoa Joe, always been supporting him. You know what I mean? So, I was at WWE event and they were giving Cesaro section signs, but all the time Cesaro came out and I was holding the signs. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, that says it all, that you have to give people signs. You know what I mean? Drew McIntyre can beat Sheamus. Yeah, of course he can. He can beat him. They had a match on Raw 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I think Drew will win, but I can't wait to watch this match. Yeah, DJ, I feel exactly how you do. I'm not joking. You're saying they need a no disqualification match. I don't know if you're winning to watch you on Sunday. I'll be shocked if Sheamus wins Savage. I will say, oh my God, wow. Shout out to Randy. It could be a very awesome match, but I think we saw the highlight and no disqualification match. Drew wins. I like Sheamus too. Cesaro was at his worst when he paired with Heyman. Yeah, he was. And when he was with Jack Swagger as well. We the People. Mate, We the People was on some racist thing here, and there was on some nationalist thing. There wasn't on a racist, it was on a nationalist thing about we the Americans. And the whole time I was watching, like, what Cesaro, the immigrants, is talking about is you. So I don't know if you want to be part of this. We the people. You might want to allow that, bro. You know, like that, bro. Oh, poor Sheamus is doing his best work in his career in big matches. It's still announced Drew versus Bobby WrestleMania. Yeah, let me have a word. I'm going to speak properly for a bit because I'm just reading comments at the moment, not covering anything. So what I feel about this match is I do feel like McIntyre's going to win. I feel like he has to win because you can't announce a match at WrestleMania and then put a match in between. Of course he's going to. Can you imagine if Sheamus wins? If I was Sheamus and I won, I'd be like, hold on a minute. Put me in that title match. I beat Drew. I feel bad for Sheamus as well. This is the best Sheamus I've seen. Even Sheamus with the title wasn't as good as this Sheamus. This is the best Sheamus I've seen, and I don't know what happens after this. He's gonna lose, and what happens? Who does he fight? Maybe he goes after Riddle. I think that's where they're gonna go. I think he goes after Riddle because there's no other title for him to go after on that roster. He's not a part of a tag team. His character's great. He's kicking ass. Hopefully, well, they're not going to change stipulations this match now because they're on Raw. We've got SmackDown coming up, so hopefully he batters Drew, and maybe Drew just wins. I would prefer Sheamus to win, but since the match has been already announced at WrestleMania, then I see that Drew's going to win. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest, because why can't Sheamus go for a title? He deserved it. He's been fighting people. Had the feud with Jeff Hardy. I didn't like it because of what it was signifying, but I liked that the matches were good. He had the feud with Big E. It was great. You know what I mean? That was Keith Lee, great. McIntyre. Give him Lashley, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Sheamus, shout out to McIntyre. It's not McIntyre's fault. So, you know what I mean? It's just weird. It would make more sense that Bobby fought McIntyre at Fastlane and then Sheamus got to fight the winner at WrestleMania because Drew lost the title. So there's no rematch clause anymore. You know what I mean? I think Riddle will face Sheamus at Mania as well. Yeah, that's what I just said. I do think that McIntyre will win with a nice Claymore. Yep, gonna happen. WWE experimented with Charlotte 2015 about signs, but they didn't get lost in the shuffle eventually got injured. 100%. Problem with this match is shouldn't have been Drew versus Bryan title, so Mania reclaiming back, but they were pushing Drew to get his Mania moment again. Yeah, I know. And you know what? Let's be honest. Drew won at last year's WrestleMania, but he had no fans there, so it'd be nice for him to get some kind of reception. Problem is when the fans come back, Drew, you're not beating Bobby. You're not beating him. People will riot if Drew beats Bobby at WrestleMania. Mustafa Ali versus Riddle rematch might be added since Ali changed Riddle on Twitter. Yeah, that's just true. You know, so Andrade took WWE his name on Instagram as well. Drew pissed me off so bad he gives me Roman's push 5 in 2015. I don't feel the same because the Roman one, I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same. You can tell that Drew gets to speak for himself and stuff like that. And I don't know. Probably not best to get mad at the person who's getting the push though, because they don't give themselves the push. So his wife Drew wins, but Lashley comes out and says, "I'm ready for you," but lights go out and the music hits. You're ready to rock. Brock Lesnar still. Oh man, I'm always here for Brock Lesnar, bro. Always here for Brock Lesnar. Why is Keith Lee's career? Keith Lee's career is not dead. The guy is injured. He was dealing with an illness. They've probably done the best thing not bringing him back just yet anyway because nothing for him, bro. It makes more sense. While he's off screen, career's not dead. You know what I mean? Unless it goes on to like Andrade. Because I think we've seen me and Andrade for like 5 months. But WWE title match is triple threat. I think I'll way through the Miz in with Sheamus in there. See, Morris, this is what I want for the Roman match. So I don't know. One of those matches at WrestleMania will be a triple threat match. I can almost guarantee that. So Cesaro didn't know what to do with him. The same with him. Yep. Sheamus is putting everyone over, having decent promo, and also matches give him a title. Agreed. Yeah. You said the same as me. He's injured. I see that you mentioned it. Nima. Sheamus not ready for Drew and Bobby. Of course he is, bro. Sheamus is a legend, man. They should have had hold of him back in the Lashley. Yeah, I don't think it should be a straight up singles match. Do you think the Almighty era will end at WrestleMania? No, it can't. They can't do that, man. They would be very silly. They'll be wasting talent. Everyone's behind him. Everyone's behind him on Twitter. Everyone's behind him on Instagram. The live chats, YouTube. Did you hear that Edge told Vince I should win the Rumble? You can't believe these kind of things because how does anyone hear this? There's Edge and Vince in the office, and then there's these rumors. How does anybody hear these things? I don't think so, bro. If Keith didn't get injured, he might have won the US title. I think he would have won the US title. The thing is, Keith didn't need a title. He didn't need a title that quick. He wasn't there for that long. From leaving NXT. Big man, I don't know what this says still. But you know, to translate that, you know, them way there. Do you see all sessions? Yeah, I just watched this all sessions earlier. I watch all of Renee's stuff, man. I think she's great, man. She's at the obviously YouTube is my thing, but I love to do interviews and stuff like that. And she's the level I want to get to. Her and Chris Van Fleet. I love Renee's interview style. She's always comfortable. She just lets people speak, and that's how it should be. What do you think about Randy Orton versus Smith? We're going to get onto that very soon. Andrade confirmed on Twitter that his release rumors are true. Oh yeah, but no, I knew these were true. These were confirmed anyway, and he took everything out of his name and stuff like that. Miz cheats to win double. He's not in the championship match. Riddle versus Shayna versus Jeff Hardy versus Ali at Mania for the US title match. Maybe a big Shane there. Randy, this might be the best thing I've seen. Might be the best thing I've seen, really, for sure. You know, like that, because he uses up a lot more talent. It makes the US title more interesting. It gives Sheamus a great match. Gives Jeff Hardy a match, even though we know Jeff ain't gonna win, because you know what I mean. Trust me, he'll be with Matt soon. And yeah, we get to see Ricochet. I wouldn't be mad at Ricochet winning, to be honest. But Riddle can't lose the title that quick. Love from Saudi Arabia, it looks like. Shout out to you. I know my flags, you know, like that. Let's go on to the next match. What have we covered so far? We've got 2 more matches to cover. Let's go with this one first, because I'm excited for it. You know, like that. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, WWE Universal Championship match. Special guest enforcer was going to be Edge, but now it's just to fight Jay. Winner becomes special guest enforcer. It's probably going to be Edge who wins, because Jay doesn't mind losing for the mandem. You got, guys, put some clap emojis in the chat for Jay Uso. This guy just puts his life on the line, puts everything, his reputation, everything on the line for our entertainment, bro. It's a fact. This guy's a legend. This guy's an absolute legend, bro. You know, like that. Legend, bro. Look at the tribal chief, man. Yeah, I mean, look at the people's chief. Look at the tribal chief. Yeah? And look at the planet champ. You know, listen, I'm excited for this match, bro. I'm excited for this match, man. You know, like that. Savage, when was the last time Aleister Black was in the ring? A while ago, bro. Eric Bischoff is going into the Hall of Fame. He definitely Hall of Fame for real. Bro, 100%, bro. I agree with that. Monday, some much Sheamus wins. Jeff Hardy was still, yeah, exactly, Morris. So based off the interview, Vince is behind Shane. I think it's something to the table. Yeah. Problem is like, which wrestler's going to have an interview and tell somebody Vince ain't behind me? It wouldn't happen in it. So of course, Vince says that about loads of people, bro. But you know, like that. Shout out to Eric Travis. Hey, yeah. I mean, I see the emoji hands for Jay. Thank you very much. Jay deserves it. Who's so crazy? He deserves it, bro. They ain't gonna give him the flowers in the WWE universe, but in the Demon team, clap for Mr. J, bro. Doing it without his brother, without any help from anyone else. I'm gonna get him. That merch is gangster as well. DJ puts him on, yeah, you know, like that. Is Edge the most active part-timer ever? He ain't that active. He's just dropping a couple spears and that. He ain't that active. You know what I mean? You gotta talk. I don't know. I mean, when The Rock was part-time and he was there a lot of the time as well. Yeah. Savage, since I'm a huge fan of Shayna, do you think WWE would give her the killer run that she had in NXT? Or is this the start of her main roster debut? They do, since she's 40. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Putting her in a tag team, making her lose just matches like it's nothing, has already ruined Shayna's monster vibe which she had in NXT. She was killing everyone in NXT, and now I just can't even see it happening. Becky beat her at WrestleMania. Her ring skills, Becky's ring skills are soft, so I don't know. Radar superstar, big facts. You know, like that. Bare love, hearts and kisses, and that. I hope you're a boy, bro, because you ain't giving me. I mean, I ain't got nothing against no one who swings the other way and that, but on that foo stuff my way, bro. If I don't do the tampon boy, lotion boy thing, you know, like that. I'm about the ladies, yeah. Edge will cost Daniel Bryan the match and they will jump for WrestleMania. Yeah, he took my vibe, man. Come on, love for basketball. You know that definitely will win the Edge screwed Daniel Bryan by accident. Edge literally every week on SmackDown as well. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I thought you was on about actually part-time with the ring because he ain't doing anything. But yeah, you're right. He's just excited to be back, and you got to remember with the other part-timers, they were not coming off having retirement pretty much. They were just doing other stuff, whereas Edge literally couldn't wrestle again. So as soon as you've been given the chance to wrestle, of course you're gonna come back. Jay Uso sucks. He cannot. What? Demon Team, handle this person, bro. Jay Uso sucks. That's the most ridiculous thing. So I don't want to turn on you, but what if Roman tells me to make you understand? I'll say no, Roman just back. Roman loves me, man. You think this is a game, bro? I slip a man a few trainers and that quick low blow, smash over the head on water and that. You get me, spear to Roman. Ooh, and I'll dip off. You know that. Throw something in Oscar last Monday. Shayna Mania. That's a feud heat. I agree. I loved Oscar on Raw. That's the Oscar I've been waiting for. The way that's happened, surely Shayna has to fight Oscar at WrestleMania. But I don't know because we need them to lose the titles before. I don't want them to lose it to Bianca and Sasha because, yeah, I don't know. Unless Bianca and Sasha win the titles at Fastlane but lose them within the next 2 weeks. I'm rooting for Mandy Rose and Dana Brooks. I'm sorry, I don't know why, but I just when I watch people putting the work in and not getting anything out of it, it's a bit sad. Isn't Edge back full time but having less matches for the time being? Yeah, he is. He's got full time contracts. You're 100% right. It's a pandemic, and no point using Edge to his fullest because if he wins the title, he's going to be on there all the time anyway. I don't think he will, but when the fans come back, that's when you want Edge. Roman, he's never lost that Fastlane pay-per-view. Yeah, I know, but there's only been like 3 and but he can't carry on in the ring to a ring, but soft, bro. Jay, that's awesome. That's the preview on Fastlane poster. Yeah, I mean, Drew McIntyre's the main person on the poster this year. Weird. With the sword. Do you see someone debuting and helping Roman in this match? It can't be Jey. So I can't see somebody debuting. There's no one to debut and help Roman. Is the 12 chief man? If anyone's gonna help Roman, it'll be Jey. Or Jimmy and Jey. Oscar is very good. Oscar's great. Bro, why is Oscar? Isn't like Raw? She wants to. Well, I think we're leading to that. I think we're leading to Oscar just flipping. So let's just give it a chance. She seems more comfortable doing it as well. Sarah's me and you in the ring champions. I don't want to be like Ziggler and Rude. They're a terrible tag team, bro. But I want the titles. To be honest, Oscar, I'll build up so Charlotte can look strong with that Mania. I can't agree with that, to be honest, because I don't think Charlotte's going to be here at Mania. I honestly don't. It's already happened. It's very silly if that happens. Edge doesn't want Daniel involved. He wants Roman, so he'll screw Daniel. I'm gonna say what I think now on the match because I've not been able to talk on it so far. So your comment's perfect for me I think everything you said may happen. But because Edge isn't heel, I can see him doing something to cost Daniel Bryan. I can see him doing something to cost Daniel Bryan and Roman winning, or I can see him doing something to Daniel Bryan on accident because maybe Jey pushed him or something like that. And then Daniel Bryan retaliates, hits Edge, disqualification, loses the match. And then the SmackDown's leading up to it. We're going to get Daniel Bryan losing his mind, saying I got screwed out of a match. Adam Pearce will give Daniel Bryan some kind of challenge. And if he wins these matches, whatever challenge it is, he will get added to the match at WrestleMania. I really think that it's going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. I'm not mad at it if it doesn't end up being a triple threat match, but I just can't see where Daniel Bryan goes in between this WrestleMania period if he doesn't get into that match, because he's not going to beat Roman at Fastlane. So I think that Roman wins at Fastlane, but either way, by the time we get to WrestleMania, which is about 5 weeks away, we get, is it 5 years ago? They just made it up. I think I made it up. We'll get Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And to be honest, that as a main event's pretty damn good. Elite Squad, Walter versus Ciampa is it's gonna be so dope. I love these guys, man. Somebody saying Jey Uso sucks. He's trying to get got. Big facts. Main event, Jey Uso doesn't suck. Big facts. Why isn't Alexa a challenger for the women's title? She doesn't. Her character at the moment isn't fussed about titles. She's fussed and serving the Fiend. Because remember, she was having the matches with Asuka. She was beating her clean when she turned like evil Alexa. She beat her clean on Raw. So she could have took that title if she wanted. They're doing the right thing with Alexa if she's with the Fiend. They don't need the titles. Eventually, maybe, but they don't need the titles. Because we see what happened with the Fiend. The worst Fiend we've had is when he had the title because Goldberg beat him. Anyway. Edge will win tomorrow, believe that. Yeah, I think Edge will beat Jay as well. I like that saying, nobody loses from very smart. Yeah, I just think that's the likely way. It's the best way to go. Let's be honest. Edge has been great since he's been back, and we all love Edge anyway. We all love Roman Reigns. It's the best Roman Reigns we've ever seen. Probably, definitely the best heel in the last 10 years. Just ahead of Seth for me. And we love Daniel Bryan, man. Daniel Bryan's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Yeah, I don't know. Unless we see some build-up with Daniel Bryan or someone else, but I don't feel like there's enough time. It would have been perfect if Seth went after Daniel Bryan. But I don't know if we've got enough time now. We could do. Well, then he does. Bryan's getting here if he doesn't win at Fastlane. Yeah, man, I love Daniel Bryan, so I ain't gonna agree with it, but I'm here for it. Do you prefer Jimmy return as babyface if he turns? I mean, you gotta remember when Jay was fighting Roman and stuff like that. No, when Jay was with Roman, Jimmy was on the show still. Do you remember when he sent Jimmy home? He said, "You're not supposed to." He sent Jay home as well. So you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing? So it's not like he's super babyface. It's kind of just like you're losing your senses or something like that. It's his twin brother, so I feel like if he doesn't acknowledge Roman, then Jay might beat him up, which would be funny. Listen, I'm here for one day Jay versus Jimmy at WrestleMania. I told you this before. If you watch their cricket interview, they always said the one person that want to fight at WrestleMania is them each other, so I'm here for it, bro. So Daniel Bryan is Daniel Bryan, but I don't see him being in the top picture best for business anymore. I think he gets added to the match because a third person in a match between Edge and Roman keeps everyone looking strong. People never leave triple threat matches looking weak because there's 3 people. Because if Roman loses, he doesn't look weak. He doesn't lose credibility, but some of the stuff what he's saying in his promo is gonna have to fade away. He doesn't have title anymore. If Edge wins, it's good. It's great for Edge. But if Edge loses, you know what I mean, then he's just gonna fight Roman again. Daniel Bryan added in there means that one of them can pin Daniel Bryan instead of pinning each other. That's what I think. I don't like Jay losing clean as often as he does. Me, I said this last week and the week before, but he's doing it for the business, man. You know, that Fiend on a Sunday, which is so Fiend WrestleMania. That says, I'll say here, so like, bro, what did everybody did she put the claw in Oscar's mouth? Yeah, she done this 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago. Yeah, I told you, I was only 4 of them. Yeah, I don't think Roman wants to claim a Fastlane record. You know what I mean? You want a Survivor Series, a WrestleMania, a Royal Rumble. You don't want a Fastlane record. No one cares about that, bro. Uso versus Street Profits has happened in 2021. I think it will. Did you get the feeling that election Fiend WWE's on a hard end Joker because the Fiend mask inspired by Joker? I said hard end before. I felt like no. I know the mascot is the Joker mask is inspired by. I've got a comic actually. it was more like when it started between Alexa and the Fiend, it was more like Beauty and the Beast. It was like she seen the beauty in his ugliness, the way she was stroking his face, and only person who cared about him. And because she done that, he got protective of her, and that's how they ended up together. Because remember when Braun was like gonna power slam her and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. So, but I love what's going on. It's a shame that like we haven't seen like them together a lot more, but I think we will. Ed will give Jey Uso one spear and beat him 1 second, 1, 2, 3. Can you imagine? I hope that doesn't happen. Jey Uso become a heel. Jey Uso is heel. Do you watch wrestling? How do you think the Fiend will look when he returns? Like, how do you think his gear will look? Zayd, I'll keep that on the screen and then I'll go into that now. No, so I would like the idea of Jay versus Jimmy, man. You know, like that. Big facts, Eric. Big facts. Let's go. Yeah, put this for Brie return. It's good. Okay. Yeah, Maurice, I agree, but they can't have the 24/7 title and the hardcore title on the show. It'd be pointless. They've done that because they can't do anything hardcore, even though they could bend the rules a little bit. If they're using steel chairs and bins, then they can still do a hardcore championship. But I don't know. We're going to get onto this now because everyone's talking about the Fiend. So let's go on to the final match of the night. Now, the card I've given you so far is everyone who's been confirmed, but it doesn't mean that there won't be matches added on SmackDown. But I have given you 6 matches so far. I can only see the maximum of 7 matches because the show's not going to be longer than 3.5 hours. So, but yeah, here we go. Here we go. Very excited for this. Shout out to Eduardo Vieira. Yeah, man. Very excited. Very, very excited for this. So yeah, kind of crazy. We have Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. If you haven't seen the common denominator in this, is that one is a woman and one is a man. But if there's one person who ain't fussed about fighting a woman, because we've seen what he did to Nia Jax, it's good old Randall Keith Orton. Big facts. Let's get into this one. So let's see what everyone has said about this. I'm going to go through this, guys. So if you wrote a message on Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss, don't spam another one straight away. Let everyone else have a chance to speak. Because if you spam another one, I'll just read someone else's. Go give everyone a chance, you know, like that. Eduardo says Roman's a Fastlane, okay. 24/7 title, bring him back. Lee Scott said there's going to be 1 or 2 more matches added. Well, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. 6 matches on the card already covers maybe 2.5 hours. I think there'll be 1 more match added if there is another one. I mean, you would think that they'd probably add the SmackDown Tag Team title or the US title, because what's the point of having a pay-per-view with no SmackDown title on the line, tag team, no Raw Tag Team title on the line, and no US title on the line, and no Raw Women's Championship on the line? That's 4 of the belts not on the line. Surely they've got to add one of them. So Jeff Simon says, yeah, bro, because I found it funny, man. I think Alexa will toy with Randy Orton for a little bit, and Alexa will open the box, and that's when the Fiend will return. Says DJ, that's a very, very, very good shout. Randy has to run, you know, like that. Yeah, he might have to dip off still. Cinematic setting, this one for sure. Big facts. If Creepy New Day, he gets angry and put the IC title. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, if Cruz beats up New Day, Big E gets angry, puts the IC title. Don't know what you're saying, no, bro. This will be the return. Yeah, everyone thinks this. Morris said, no way they're going to send that match for Fastlane. Andy versus Riddle, Street Profits versus Dirty Dogs will be added. Yeah, like I said, it'd be weird not to put the title on the line, so I think Riddle and Ali is the most likely to happen. It makes sense that the Mania front to back. Yeah, Morris, I actually agree with you. Obviously, we're not 100% correct, but I see what Neem was saying. But how else do you do a match with, like, apart from one RKO, what's he supposed to do? Kick her in the stomach. You know what I mean? Hangman DDT, elbow drop, superplex. You can't do all that stuff to, you know what I mean? This isn't 2001, bro. This ain't China settings and Lita getting speared and that, bro. This is PG 12. This is 2021, bro. This is the year of Me Too and all that business. I mean, if you're gonna see a woman versus a man, put Xavier versus Reckoning and stop messing around with me settings, you know, like that. And Bliss turn heel. Bliss again. Yeah, good shout, Walter. I don't know if Randy's really a babyface. I don't really think he ever is. I know what you mean though, but he's not really a babyface. You don't set people on fire when you're a babyface, and yeah, I mean, he's been punching people in the head the last year, so Sasha needs to be a heel face. Sasha doesn't work for me at all. Yeah, Sasha has to be heel. She's kind of forcing herself to be heel anyway. As a babyface, she's got heel attitude, so Orton goes for the RKO and the Punk kick, so his lights go out and the pay-per-view ends. WWE Swerve was I mean, Jeff, I'm going to say this, bro. It isn't swerving me. If everyone's seen what I said when I was on the Raw videos as well, I actually didn't think the Fiend was coming back. I actually didn't think that. And Bray Wyatt's quite a calculated person, so I can imagine that because he's so active on social media and he can see what everyone's saying, I can see him not coming back. Randy, it was like some people, Alexa, this is on the top row. Jack in the Box says, come back now, and Sister Abigail's. He's Sister Abigail's Orton. Sister Abigail's Orton. What is that? So you deserve that, man. Hey, shout out to Claire, man. Speak to PS for me, man. You know what I mean? Speak to Scrap Daddy. Get me a title shot. Biggie retains. Yeah, we went through that already, Eduardo. Yeah, Biggie retains. Don't know what I feel like it will happen. Alexa, just spam the teleportation spots. So speaking of, it's quite exciting. Yeah, man. It's big facts, man. Needs Xavier versus me and him, bro. I'm here for it. Kick Beth in the stomach. Oh, yeah, that's January. Yeah, he kicks her in the stomach and then give her an RKO. This is my point. That he's gonna do one move. He never does anything else to a woman. You know what I mean? You can prep Alexa Bliss for an RKO, but you're not prepping for a whole match with a guy. You've seen how big his legs are. Well, that's a problem, man. What if Alexa Bliss is the Fiend? Good shout. It's a good shout. I mean, she kind of turned when she fought against Asuka, didn't she? So, did you watch Tessa versus Sammy Impact or something? You don't think you would see? I did. You gotta remember, guys. This is WWE, and so makes him lay down. That could work. Shawn Michaels regrets that he came out of retirement back in 2018. Yeah, I regret it as well. Them damn Saudi Arabia shows, but came out with the cowboy hat on and I got knocked off, had the headband on. The worst match one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life was Undertaker and Kane versus Triple H and Shawn. Shawn's hat got knocked off, Kane's mask got knocked off, hurt himself, Triple H ripped his pec. The choke slams are terrible. Oh man, I don't want to talk about it. Last year, February, March. Really happy because the match is card. Eduardo, the match is on the card. We've already covered it in tonight's show. The match is on the card. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. Shout out to Miles Jackson. Shout out to you, bro. Hope you're well. I can't wait to near Jeff Hardy's old thing. Oh, mate. You know, like that. Alexa already ate the RKO back in January. She did. What is your opinion? You got now really low for the RKO. What is your opinion about new Apollo Hell? Eduardo, you're going to have to go back into the chat because we're back in the video. We've already covered Apollo, but my thoughts on him are great. I love what he's doing. Goldberg and Taker was the worst. They almost died. Yeah, I'm just saying that. That's why I said it's one of the worst matches. It's one of the worst matches I've ever seen. I'm not going to talk about Undertaker and Goldberg. If you go watch my reaction, you can see what I think about that. Terrible. Elizabeth just lay down in the ring and tells Randy to pin me, Randy. At Fastlane, Alexa will transform into an ultimate version of the Fiend. New clothes, new entrance. It's a good shout. I think Braun needs a character change. Maybe give him Black Sheep gimmick and add him. I don't want him run Bryan Alexa though, because he's already done it, so it doesn't make sense for him to go back. He was in that feud with the Fiend with Alexa. Doesn't make sense for him to go back, but he does need something else. Maybe we get Braun Strowman versus the Moss at some point. Is Alexa meant to be Sister Abigail? Other than that, why is she with Bray and the Fiend and harassing Randy? She's not meant to be Sister Abigail. They never refer to her as anything to do with Sister Abigail. She's just like Alexa's do. Sister Abigail's dead, and she's there because she's the only person who's seen anything nice in the Fiend on it. That's where it came from. She wasn't scared of him, and everyone else was. It's a classic thing. You see this in movies with psychopaths and murderers and stuff. That's where they've got the inspiration from, for sure. You see it all the time. There's always a murderer who's like got a mask on, Jason Voorhees or someone like that, and take off his mask, I'm ugly, the burns, and then the girl always strokes the burns. Classic stuff, man. Bruv, you know me, bro. I'm a storyteller, bro. Creative, get me on the phone, bro. I swear. Eduardo Kane returns. I hope damn not. He can just slap her around for a bit, and then she makes him vomit on this. Yeah. Okay, let me talk on it because I've read everyone's comments now. So I think that the likelihood Alexa's got the better of Randy Orton for the last 3 weeks. So history tells me that Randy Orton will have something set up, ready, if that makes any sense. Shout out to Walter, shout out to you, brother. But then again, is it what I'm predicting or is it what I want to see? Because this is a prediction show, so I'm not going to go off what I want. I'm going to go off what I think will happen. I think this match will be. I don't know if it's going to be full cinematic, but I think it will be. So you know how Alexa changes her clothes quick on Raw and she does the switching up and stuff. We had the laughs and the Thunderdome stuff happening. I think we'll get a lot of that, or like how the Inferno match was. So it's not a cinematic match, but it's not. It's a mix of loads of different things. Cutscenes. That's what I meant to say. Cutscenes, GTA style. I think it'll be loads of cutscenes, which will be an easier way to get certain things off. So maybe the bell rings. But the match gets taken towards the back. Once they go through the curtains, they can turn it cinematic. Makes sense to do it like that. Or turn it something what's pre-recorded. So when Randy's hitting Alexa, they can obviously, you know what I mean, they can fake some of the stuff and fix some of the stuff to make it look a certain way. I feel like everyone's going to go mad at me for saying this, but I feel like we're going to get, not the Fiend returning, but I think we'll get the first proper clue to the fact that the Fiend will be back. Because up until now, we've not had the Fiend's voice very loud or anything like that, apart from like when Alexa was doing the pain and play gloves. So we've not had that. We've not had any images of the Fiend. We've not had him on the Titantron. We've not had the puppets. I think today is where we get a culmination of a lot of things. Because we don't know if the Fiend's coming back on his own or is Bray Wyatt going to be there as well with the Funhouse. I think we might get a couple of the puppets ringside distracting Randy. Because what you'll find is we're going to watch this pay-per-view and we're going to realize there's 15 minutes left around the pay-per-view. What the hell's going on? I think we'll get some stuff on the Titantron and the Thunderdome screens. There'll be a big distraction. Randy will start coughing the black stuff, probably choking. Or we would get all of what I just said. The lights go off. When the lights come back on, the Fiend is standing there. Like he's just standing there. Yeah. And then Randy goes to grab the Fiend. The lights go off again. When they come back on, he's just got ashes in his hand. He turns around and Alexa gives him the Sister Abigail and wins the match. Don't get mad at me that Alexa's going to beat Randy, but I'm saying lights go off. He sees the Fiend. Major distraction. I killed you. It can't be you. Or he might see himself again. But lights go off. Fiend's gone. Turns around. Alexa Bliss, because we know she's got that perfect Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. And that is my call on that match. Let's get into the comment section. Some of you guys are spamming the chat, like that. Savage, what if Bray comes out with some new family and attacks Randy, but who? Dallas and Aleister Black and Paige possibly as possibly the monster Abyss. Abyss actually works with WWE, doesn't he? Works backstage. Part of the production team. Can't see Paige finished in wrestling, and Bo Dallas possibly. Aleister Black, don't think so. It's got to make sense as well. Unless it's Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, then there's no point in him coming back with people. It doesn't make sense. The Fiend's supposed to be part of Bray Wyatt's dark side. How was he recruiting people? He doesn't even talk. Everyone forget, he says let me in, but he doesn't talk about anything else. Daniel Bryan gets screwed by Edge by accident. Yep, agreed. Alexa Bliss is going to be more of an angle segment than a match. Yeah, that's what I said, man. Bare cut scenes and that. It's basically Randy versus Alexa going to be exactly how Raw's been with Alexa and Randy, but it's going to be a little bit more detailed, like when Randy set the box on fire with Bray and that kind of thing. I need this new Wyatt family taught to stop. That's ridiculous. Yeah, brother Nero, I agree, man. I can't see a new Wyatt family, when we've just had the passing of Luke Harper, one of the Wyatt family members. It's weird. It's either I can't see it happening. So we want to Bray return about the mask. Can we get a new persona as possible for sure? By the way, so to pick my options, I pick performing arts, media studies, and business studies. Big picks there, bro. Big picks. I've done performing arts as well, and I've done media studies. Media ended up trash for me in the end because I knew more stuff than the teacher did. Performing arts was good. In the end, I didn't want to be an actor, but saved that for Brown Chang, a little savage in the building, like that. He's going to be the actor of the family, trying to get him to be Miles Morales, like that. Why if Bray has a new mask with painted flames on them? I think he'll have a new mask. I don't think he'll have painted flames on them, though. That's kind of Kane's thing, and his mask should be burnt. Should be a burnt mask, really. Imagine if Alexa presents herself as a real person at Fastlane, and then you hear the old Bray Wyatt music, and Randy would go totally crazy. Yeah, that's a good show. That's a good show. Yeah, I'm gonna not go with this Wyatt family talk. I'm not saying it can never happen, but I feel like it's so soon after Luke Harper's died that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Luke Harper, man. R.I.P. Alexa and Randy could be like a swan match. Don't see it. Bruno more ridiculous and cross by Dallas Magic. True. Fiend will return on a Raw show. That's what I said. I don't think the Fiend will be back on Fastlane. New family, Bruno never shoot on what from what I said from something different. Yeah, I actually think that it would be actually better if he didn't turn up at Fastlane. It's kind of weird that we're in this weird world where people want the predictive stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sean Pell, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people want to know stuff. I don't want to know. I like having predictions and stuff. I don't want to know what's going to happen. I think the Fiend will return because of the first show in Peacock, and WWE wants to start with a big bang. True, but let's be honest, man. No one knew he's coming to watch wrestling in that Fastlane. Everyone who's watching Fastlane is already a wrestling fan. I mean, so unless you're going to announce that the Fiend's going to be back, people ain't going to know to tune in anyway. You know what I mean? Now, the Rhea Ripley thing, like Rhea Ripley coming to Raw, that kind of announcement will get people on. They did the same with Brock on Fox. I think that's why he beat Kofi Kingston, actually. But it's the main event. I don't know if it's going to be the main one. I just expect it to be towards the end. It's probably going to be before Roman's match. Do you live stream of the match? Yeah, Claire, we do watch along. So Demon Team jumps in. We all watch it on our own at home, but we're online with each other. But you don't get to see the wrestling through my screen because copyright issues. I like that Savage. That'll be epic. Yeah, bro, I think it'll be dope. Shout out to Sean. Yeah, I mean, I love you's a bit mad still. Yeah, I mean, say that for my missus, but I feel the love, bro. You know, like that. I think the film will return on Sunday at Fastlane pay-per-view. Shout out to you, Eduardo. Don't think he will, but could do. No, bro, it doesn't work that way. What? Blah, 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 blah. Can you please live stream the match? Like I said, I'll be doing the watch along live stream. No one on YouTube live stream the match. You're not allowed. You shut your channel down. I gotta go shout out to you, DJ. Peace. They can do a lot of creative things with Alexa. Yeah, they can. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. The creative team is dead, so the chances are that all the creative stuff between Alexa and Alexa and Randy, I can guarantee it's coming from Bray. Bray's on the phone to them. You know what I mean? Of course, he's on the phone to Alexa every day. This is what we're gonna do next. Has to be. Yeah, I think it could be dope. Maybe try this. Yeah, I think Randy's gonna get a big shock. Do you think Roman Reigns will turn face someday? Yeah. Hopefully for not another 2 years or something. New entrance for Bray at Fastlane or Save for Mania. Just woke up, let's shout out to Master and King, man. You was the first one here as well, and you just woke up and you're the last one in. Day's been good, brother. Muslims in the US, so they will be watching on the network. Yeah. Doesn't it work? Most of you films outside the USA. Yeah, they'll be watching on the network, that's true. I'm in the film, we'll be back at Fastlane. Shout out to Daniel Chan. I like the profile picture, bro. What kind of match? Normal match? Yeah, Matt Rogan, you've just joined in it. I said that we think it'll be like a regular match, but a few cutscenes in there. Join the Demon Team. Claire, welcome to the Demon Team. Come on now. Savages, welcome, Claire, to the Demon Team. You know, like that. Alexa's got to. I think Alexa's gonna win, man. You know what I mean? I sound crazy, but I think she's gonna win. Where was the USA? Peacock's available in the USA. Yeah, they've done everyone over in the US. I actually feel bad for you. They're literally making you have to go and get Peacock. And the problem is Peacock won't have all of the wrestling library what WWE Network has, which means that they're basically saying to you, you gotta get Peacock for the pay-per-views and you gotta get the network for everything else. It's messed up. Randall Punk can win. Okay, yeah, don't think we'll see Roman face. Yeah, that's what I said, Neiman. Don't see it. Live stream Sunday morning will happen. Eduardo, yeah. So definitely doing watch-alongs, and we got massive WrestleMania week planned as well, man. That week is going to be mad leading up to WrestleMania, Raw, NXT, NXT Takeover, Pot Day 1, Day 2, SmackDown, and then WrestleMania Day 1 and Day 2, and then Raw on the Monday after that. Jeez, man. And you know the Raw after Mania is always the best Raw. It's going to have fans there, because someone's going to come back. Someone's going to come back, probably Becky, to be honest, by then. Don't know. No girl can beat Randy. Big man, listen, you obviously ain't. Go on the network, type China's name, and then talk to me about women beating geezers, bro. I have some respect for Nia, man. Come on now. What happens to Twisted Randy? Twisted Randy's still there, bro. Twisted Randy only set the Fiend on fire not so long ago, bro. Roman will not get pinned for at least a year. Hope so. WWE at Fastlane this Sunday. Bro, you know you're going to watch it, so there's no point in missing it, bro. Suffer the Sorrow, Save for Mania. I don't see that's just hypnotized Randy in games, join him and the Fiend. Don't want to see Randy with Bray Wyatt again. We had that when he won the title. Do you think there's any chance of Daniel Bryan win? No. No chance at all. All right, guys, we're done with that, so we're going to open up comment section, 5 minutes, no hold barred questions, ask one question each. Don't spam from this point. Do not spam. Ask one question, and then I'll answer it, and then I'll jump off. Because if everyone starts spamming questions, then you know what I mean. What I'm supposed to do. So get your questions sorted. Mike, I know that you've wrote this before, so in terms of the challenge, no, I think he's going to return on Raw. Oh, Morris, you got me there. Okay, I'll do that as well. Watch a long Hall of Fame ceremony. You done me, bro. I'm not going to sleep all the time. Okay, I'm taking the questions from now. So anything I'm reading after Eric's message is going to be your question, and then I'm not answering anymore because I got to jump off. We've done an hour and a half. Take on out one of the times world champion, Pete Duncan. Oh, hey, listen, NXT is going to be mad. NXT might be better than WrestleMania. I said it. Yeah, I said it. You know what I mean? Yeah, ask your question, man. Bam, 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 bam. Remember, guys, don't spam because I'm answering one question from everyone. Otherwise, it's going to go for ages. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, where did I say I was taking it from after Eric's message? Okay, Ashton Fuller, prediction for AC Milan versus Manchester United. I hate Manchester United with all of my heart, always have, always will. I enjoy good football though, so if they play good football, I'll watch it. I think this match ends 2-0 to AC Milan. And man, you get knocked out, which I won't be sad about, you know, like that. I'm coming back to YouTube real soon. Love for basketball, like I give you advice last week. Come back to YouTube, do it good. Any advice you need on stuff, message me on Instagram. Same goes for anyone, anything, questions you need to know. Anyone want to start a YouTube channel, need help, come to my Instagram and talk to me, bro. This is the first we've got one for pregnant. See you and I think it's all about. I don't think anyone cares, bro. Master King, do you think Stone Cold will ever fight again? Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. He might come back and stun someone at WrestleMania. You're never going to see Austin in the ring again fight, bro. His time is gone, bro. And he's got that bad knee. Where do you think West Ham will finish in the Premier League? 6th. I think they'll finish 6th in the Premier League. Do you watch WWE pay-per-view on Peacock or WWE? I'll watch it on WWE. Oh yeah, no one's been watching on Peacock yet. They've only just got the deal sorted. But I watch everything on the WWE network. It's the only thing I pay for. Everything else, I mean, I actually don't need to pay for the network, but I've got a stream where I can use it normally. But then I can't watch things from the past. I have to watch what's on at the time. So I pay for the network, AEW and all that stuff. Though I just stream. I'll just go on the internet, find it. I think Demon Balor has to come back against Karrion Kross. I'm going to be honest, bro. I don't care about Demon face paint Balor, you know. I like him. He was good for a moment in time, but I like the Finn what's there now. And I think Karrion's going to destroy him either way. Did you see Big Fun of Rosa Madness? Bro, that was dope. That deserved thousands and thousands of fans. It deserved a pay-per-view. It deserves all of that. I'm not watching. I've never watched. How do you have so much information on wrestling if you never watched it? Are you saying you watch like YouTube clips and that? If that's what you're saying. Fair enough, bro. Nima, do you think that Kenny Omega is overrated? I think Seth is much better than him overall. Nah, I don't agree, bro. This geezer's not overrated. He's amazing, man. Yeah, I don't think he's overrated. I mean, he could be overrated in some ways. I think where the overrating comes from is the fact that people who talk about Kenny Omega haven't even watched his matches. And I don't mean they've not watched one of his matches. These are people who have watched 3 Kenny Omega matches and telling you that he's the greatest ever. I've been watching him for years. I try not to give an opinion on too many people when I haven't watched them. So that's where what is great. Well, fans back from Mania has to be lit regardless of matches with fans' reactions. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. How do you feel about the storyline with O'Reilly and Adam Cole? Regal is good, yeah, and told Adam Cole to shut that. I think it's perfect. Even the promo that Kyle O'Reilly cut in the car was dope. Adam Cole getting arrested was dope. And William Regal, I don't want him to leave NXT because he's great on NXT, but he would be the perfect Raw GM. And we've seen it back in the day anyway. Remember, you used to have the office with him and Tajiri chilling. Bro, come on, bro. WWE Lord's Peacock WrestleMania 25K for each night. Yeah, they've signed a 10-year deal, WWE have, for some stupid money. So, yep, that's where it's going to be on for the next 10 years. Who do you think will get relegated from the Premier League, and who do you think will get promoted to the Premier League? Relegation: Sheffield United, West Brom, and Newcastle. And who do you think is going to get promoted? I don't know if they're getting promoted thing, because the championship's weird. It changes so quickly. You can be top of the championship, and when there's 10 games left and you start playing like 2 games a week, you end up at 5th or something like that. So it's going to be based on the playoffs, isn't it? And with no fans in there, it's all a bit strange. But for the championship, I might go with I think Norwich and Watford are definitely going to get promoted. And I think Brentford. Norwich, Watford, and Brentford. Savage, do you think that Messi and Ronaldo will be like irreverent and play to the 40s? Ronaldo will. Messi will be done in 2 years. Ronaldo will end up in America somewhere, probably playing for Beckham's team. Honestly, just the fact that someone's done it up until a certain age already, Ronaldo will see it as a challenge, and he's in great shape. Tell me your dream match. This is a hard one, bro. It's probably not going to involve someone in WWE. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'd like to say I don't know, bro. I don't know. A good fight for me would be Johnny Gargano versus Daniel Bryan versus them two versus each other in a submission match. Random, but that's off the top of my head. Savage, you watch Randy Orton and Stone Cold Broken Skull interview? It was dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I've watched every Smoking Skull interview, so I don't know how I've not seen this. So I want to say I've watched it, but is it new? If it's new, then I haven't watched it. The last one I watched was Sasha, I think. And if it's old, I've watched it. Just can't remember. So I don't know. I've watched every Smoking Skull interview I've watched, even with the old ones and stuff like that with Vince. And so yeah, Bobby Lashley's interview is a war between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. No need for Bobby Lashley to interview anything. He's the champion. Shout out to Music Girl. Demon Balor was lackluster main roster. Balor's yeah, man. I don't need Demon Finn back. Prince Finn was speaking on the mind. Yep, I agree. Demon Finn versus The Fiend. That's the dream match. Don't bother me. You know what I mean? Don't bother me. But yeah, shout out to you if they think that. So when you say Brock return on Fastlane, if you don't like all this stuff. I don't think Brock will return at all. I don't think I don't want to talk about people's business too much because I don't know why, but don't think WWE can afford him right now. And actually, I think they can afford him. They just don't want to spend money on him. Yeah, I think NXT is going to be better than WrestleMania. I honestly do. I think there's going to be more talking points for us at WrestleMania because we're just conditioned for WrestleMania. But I don't think that. I think that NXT is going to be better. Good Brothers are doing the same thing. They're doing WWE. Kenny's like is. Yeah, I can't lie, man. I'm not a massive fan of them in the ring. I don't mind them outside, and I actually like Anderson a lot. But Gallows moves so slow. It's not his fault, obviously, but he moves so slow. How is it believable for me that someone is going to beat someone? See, you have got to ask this before, but I'm not sure now. Master Roker, I don't have it. Honestly, I'm trying to get my other channel launched. I'm trying to get Brown Chang's channel back up. He's got a channel on it and he ain't posted on there for like 2 years. But we're gonna start gaming on there. So look out for that. Discord, maybe I'll get it on there. If I end up doing YouTube full time or along with my personal training, then I'll do it. Riddle, you're checking the line, Fastlane pay-per-view. It's not on the line at the moment, but after SmackDown it might be. Kenny's the man, not overrated at all for my. Yeah, Kenny's dope, bro. Shout out to you, Nima. Safe, bro. How they invest in Mania takeover because 40,000 fans. Morrison first, bro. I know. I mean, the Morrison and the Miz are gonna end up fighting Bad Bunny and Thingy. Damien Priest, and I don't want to see it because Damien Priest. The same thing what happened to Elias and is going to happen to Damien Priest. He's going to end up running around after 24/7 championship. Just dead. It's dead. Has Henry joined Bournemouth yet? Nah, he's on Sky Sports and he was on Sky Sports Monday Night Football. So it was how Fastlane, Riddle, Lee, Keith Lee returned, destroyed to heel tablet. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad. Listen, Eli, I wouldn't be mad at Keith Lee joining the Hurt Business. I wouldn't be mad at it. But are you saying it because he's black or are you saying it because you wanted to join? No, I'm saying, bro. I mean, no offense in that, but you're saying it because it's black. Because I spoke about this on Tuesday show. Everyone just wants black people to join the Hurt Business, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, me throw a little secretary in there, let me a little blunting, you know, like that. Oh, man said Festus, you know, don't bring that up again, bro. So how have you seen it already? Because normally they do. Are you saying to me the advert? Because they normally put the interview out as soon as the pay-per-view finishes, the interview starts. So you couldn't have seen it already. I don't know. I'm just waiting for Oscar showing a 2-for-2. Oh my god, Star Nightfall. Roman Reigns, John Moxley's dream match for me. Yeah, in those characters, dope. Guys, first of all, yeah, goddamn. You think Ambrose will return? No, I don't think he will. Edward Ambrose is dead. All right, guys, I'm done, man. I'm done. Let's see the Tiger. Man, come on, man. That's major disrespect to John Cena, bro. Major disrespect, man. You know I love you, Morris, bro, but that is the disrespect what John Cena gets is it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm about to jump off. Need to go watch Justice League as well. Let's get down. Because black. Yeah, he does, Brother Nero. That's what I said. I was just asking, was he saying it because it's black? But I do think it's dope. Yeah, it's gonna come out as Fastlane. When I'm editing the videos, when the watch along's done, I always watch the interview with my editing, and then I normally go to bed at like 5 in the morning. Omega versus Bryan will be dope. Yeah, Elite Squad, I agree, man. It's madness, bro. The disrespect for John is crazy. All right, guys, I gotta go. It's been fun. You guys know that, John Cena can't work. It's facts. That's crazy talk, bro. That's absolute crazy talk, bro. You know what I mean? His punches look a bit weird, but you know what I mean? This is John Cena we're talking about. John Cena. I'm on about John Cena. Carried the company, John Cena. Come on, man. You know what I mean? But you know it is, bro. They can have their own opinion. But just know, if you lot think that wrestling would be how it is now without John Cena, you're absolutely crazy. That's one thing you can't deny, bro. That's one thing you guys cannot deny. But you know the vibes. Yeah? It's been dope. I've had fun. I always have fun with you guys. I think you're all sick. Like that. But I've been your boy, Who the Savage. Please comment, like, subscribe. You've already commented, like, and if you're just new over here, subscribe. And yeah.